In this video, I'm going to let you guys take a look at sort of like a behind the scenes part of my most recent session, which was like 4 days ago. And I did do some other stuff during the session too, but this was kind of like the highlight of my session, doing this one specific trick. And if you've seen my last short, you already know what this trick is, but I did a backside no slide down a Kinked Hubba. It pretty much, the way I did it, it went flat, or it went down, flat, down. And this took me about 3 or 4 different times, I want to say, of being at this park and trying this for me to finally get it. But I have done other tricks on this thing in the past. I've done backside 50-50, switch frontside 50-50, kickflip back 50-50, and backside 5-0. So all 4 of those tricks I'd already done on this thing, and they're all grinds. So this was the first slide trick that I've done on this thing. Now, I'm probably going to do more videos like this throughout the year, or kind of try to start implementing these kind of videos into the channel, while still also trying to make some time for like actual session videos with like just different kinds of skating and like all over the place type stuff like I've already done. But I do kind of want to do some more like process videos like this, where you guys can kind of see my battle with certain tricks and obstacles, and hopefully it kind of gives you guys some motivation to get out there and try some stuff and understand that, you know, not everything's going to come first try, even if it's something that you think might be simple. You know, for me, I thought a backside no slide down this thing was going to be easy, and it took me 3 or 4 trips to this park to do it. But I want to give you guys a little bit of like a backstory before we jump into this. So this ledge is kind of weird to do. Now, it's not overly tall, so it's actually a nice hubba to like try random tricks on, and if you want to try to get a little tech, you can. But the hardest thing with this ledge that I've found between my sessions trying the backside no slide and my 4 other tricks that I've done is it gets kind of sticky and dry in the most random spots that you won't expect. And even if you wax it, it can get dry, and like I said, you won't expect it. So you'll see in this video too, like there's multiple spots on this Kinked Hubba that I get stuck on, and some of them are the same point, some of them are different spots. Like I might get stuck on the first slant, some of them I'm getting stuck on the flat, some of them I'm getting stuck weird like on the way down. So it's one of those obstacles where even if you wax it, it's just kind of like a gamble of like, how is each try gonna go, how far am I really gonna get? So there was that struggle. Somehow I didn't even wax the hubba at all this last session. Like in this video, I didn't even wax it once, and somehow I was able to get past the last kink. But the other thing with this too is the make that you guys will see at the very end, I did have to pop out slightly early, and that wasn't on accident. I intentionally popped out slightly early, so like my back wheels hit the metal plate at the bottom of the ramp. Now, the other tricks that I've done, I've been able to take it all the way to the very bottom of that hubba. But the issue that I felt would come from a no slide is it's not very tall at the bottom. Like the first slant and the flat are like mellow. The last part of the hubba is actually steeper, so it's gonna like shoot you straight down to the ground. And it's, with it not being super tall at the end, I was worried that it would just shoot me straight into the ground and I wouldn't have enough time to like rotate and get out of it. So I kind of had that in my head that if I didn't do it slightly sooner and I waited too long, I'd have trouble rotating out of it, and I would pretty much just be going sideways just straight into the ground and just slam. So the try that you guys will see at the very end that I landed, I do pop out slightly early, but from what I was able to see when I looked back at the clip, it looked like only my back wheels had hit the metal plate in the bottom, but I did pop out like 2 to 3 feet early, so I still made it work regardless. I'm happy I got it. But a little fun fact too before we really get into it, and this is the last thing I'm going to cover. So I actually did this no slide twice. So the backstory with this session and why I'm glad that I got this. So I actually spent about an hour and a half until I got it, and then I went and looked at my phone. And it was one of those things where, like, I'm sure you guys can relate. Like, if you film the trick and then, like, you're so stoked, like, you're so happy you finally got it after a long battle or, like, multiple battles, and then you go to look at your phone and it either dies, somebody calls you to stop recording, or you run out of storage and then it doesn't even get the clip. You probably know that feeling. Like, your stomach just drops. Like, I just put all this effort in for what kind of feels like nothing at that point. And that's exactly what happened. I spent an hour and a half trying this no slide. Finally got it after multiple sessions, and then I walked up the ramp to look at my phone, and it said iPhone storage full. I went back through the clip, and it was like an hour and 15 that it recorded for, but I probably spent like an hour and a half total. But hour and 15, and it did not get the first make. And I was super bummed about it, but I had 20% roughly on my phone left. And I figured if I did it once, I could do it again. So I decided to go back for it. I just deleted that hour and a half clip because I wanted to make sure I had the storage space, got rid of that, and then I just went right back to trying it, and it took me about 20 minutes altogether. And I think if I was looking at this right while I was editing, because I've already edited all these clips that you're about to see, and I'm filming this intro last, I think it was about 27 tries roughly, but 27 tries and like 20 minutes total for me to get the second time. So I actually did this no slide twice, but you guys are only gonna see it once. But whoever was at the park at the time witnessed me do it twice. So, but that's not important. The most important part is I did get this no slide after many tries and many sessions. But I am gonna try some other tricks on this thing at some point too. I think the next one I might try, I kind of want to try either like front shove back 50 or like back crook. But I also want to try other videos like this as well, where I'm not so focused on filming an entire session. I kind of just had the focus on like a specific trick or a battle that I just really want to overcome. But I think that's going to do it for this intro. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hopefully it gets you motivated to get out and skate and try something new. And I'll catch you in the next video. So enjoy the skating.